Hi everyone, I'm Ric Blackwell for the Education Network, and this is Good Sports, the best in Palm Beach County School District sports, arts, and academics. Happy first week of school on this week's show. What's it like for a 5-year-old to walk into her kindergarten classroom for the first day of school? We profile the ultimate first day. And a first-year teacher inside the school district shares her thoughts about the first day. We're going to introduce you to a woman excited about her career change. More on those stories in just a moment, but we are talking about Friday night football, Friday Night Lights. It's the start of another high school football season in Palm Beach County. We're going to go to as many games as we can tonight, and we start at Jupiter High School, where the Warriors are taking on Boynton Beach High School. Moments before the kickoff of the 2016 season, players at Boynton Beach High School stood in a line excited, maybe a little nervous for the upcoming season.
Disney Channel, baby. I'm out here. I'm here all night long.
All right, maybe not the Disney Channel. This is the Education Network. Tiger head coach Eric Lowe has been working hard with his players all summer long. QB Jacob Mullally will lead Boynton Beach this season at quarterback. The home team, the Jupiter Warriors, are fired up about the upcoming season. Their head coach is Bill Powers, entering his second season on the sidelines with the Warriors. His team looks to be much improved this year, thanks to playmakers like number 2, Robert Arms. The Warrior cheerleaders already showing lots of enthusiasm. This has been a great first week at the school. Brand new school year and also a brand new principal over at Jupiter High School. Dr. Iannetti joins us right now. Tell me about the transition. You were at Jupiter Middle School, so you know a lot of these kids, but what was your first week like with the Warriors starting class this week?
Oh, we had an outstanding week. Students were great. Everyone was excited to be back, very involved in all the activities. Awesome week.
You started the job in early July, so you've had some time to kind of get acclimated to the teachers and sort of the culture over at Jupiter High School. What are your initial thoughts about where the school is and where you want to take it?
Oh, this is a fabulous school, top rated. Academics are great, athletics are great, over 100 clubs. It's just a great place to be. Our motto is one tribe, and the students really embrace that. They support each other and everything that they're doing.
You know, you had mentioned 100 clubs, 190 faculty members, something like 3,000 students. How do you make sure that, you know, you create that kind of family atmosphere when the numbers are so big and you yourself are trying to get used to this fam?
There's a wonderful team here. Everybody looks out for everyone else. The teachers look out for the kids. The administration looks out for the teachers. So it's really everybody working together.
Was it important for you to come to a Friday night football game to sort of be a part of what the Warriors are all about?
Of course, Jupiter is my home. I live here. It's my community. And where else would I be on a Friday night?
All right, good community support in northern Palm Beach County tonight. Good to see the stands full, and welcome to Jupiter High School. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
As for Boynton Beach, the Tigers are expecting big things this season. Raymond Austin with a nice run up the middle for the game's first score. And then Mullally teams up with Antoine Jerome, number 1, with a catch, and then check out the athleticism. Antoine will take it all the way for the touchdown. The Tigers go on to win this preseason game by the score of 21-7. Let's meet the principal at Boynton Beach, Fred Barch. I'm with Principal Fred Barch. Congratulations on the start of another school year. I was saying this is kind of our little tradition. Sure. Tell me how the first week went at Boynton Beach High School.
This was the smoothest week I've ever had as a principal opening a school. Everybody's very positive. You know, we're looking forward to a great year.
You guys have had so many great changes over there. You're adding new programs. I know You're really enthusiastic and passionate about the kids. Tell me, what do you like about what's going on over at Boynton Beach High?
Oh, you know what? We've got so much excitement. We've got great new programs. Our medical academy is off to a wonderful start. We just are opening our new Marine Corps Academy this year, so we have a lot of students that are involved with that. They're very excited to be a part of the Marine Corps Academy at Boynton Beach High.
One thing I love is he's always here supporting the kids when it comes to athletics. Have a great school year. Good luck to Boynton Beach tonight. We'll see what happens against Jupiter, and thanks for the interview.
I'm predicting a big win.
All right. Now we're at Lake Worth High School for a game between the Trojans and Glade Central. Lake Worth does it the Trojan way: hard work, dedication, commitment, and sacrifice. They are ready to snap the football and get started. Lake Worth led by their head coach Micah Mays. When Micah was a student, he was a QB at Palm Beach Lakes. His quarterback is Marquise Hicks, showing moves off the field, showing moves on the field. Marquise with a nice pass to Marquez Span, and Marquez off to the races. Shows his speed before going out of bounds at the 2-yard line. On the next play, the QB calls his own number. Hicks runs it in for the score. Glade Central this year will be coached by Rick Casco in his 3rd year back with the Raiders. Wearing number 3, James Blackman. Their star quarterback is heading to Florida State next year to play for the Seminoles. This is why he received a scholarship. Great legs, great arm. The pass to Rodney Porter Jr. for a big gain. The two teams play to a 13-13 tie. Now let's hear from administrators from the two schools. Always great to see Dennis Knabb, and he is the athletic director over at Glade Central High School. How's the school year going out in the Glades area?
The school year is going really smoothly. As we are going out there, we're building a brand at Glade Central, and based upon our academics and also on our extracurricular activities. And I just have to say that everything has gone extremely smooth. The students are they are very enthusiastic and looking forward to a great year.
You know, Rick Casco is back at Glade Central. He's been back for a couple of years now. How much enthusiasm and passion does he bring to your campus, and how excited are you about this year's football team?
He brings a tremendous amount of passion, not only for the football team, but for the whole of what we're doing in building a brand. He's very much academically focused. He makes sure that all of his players and all of his students have that academic focus so that they can excel on the athletic field.
Dennis, I imagine your desk is piled high with papers, start of a new school year, all the fall sports to worry about. Tell me what goes into the inner workings of an athletic director these first couple of weeks?
Oh, the first couple of weeks is everything seems to be coming together at once. We have all the fall sports that are starting. We have to make sure that everybody has their physical packets done and that all the insurance forms are filled out properly and that the monies are paid, and also that the athletes can get on the field all within the FHSAA guidelines.
All right, this man works really hard for the kids. Dennis Knapp, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great school year. Thanks a lot for the update on Glade Central.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure.
With Dr. George Lockhart, the principal over here at Lake Worth High School. Can you believe it's another school year? This is crazy, right?
Yeah, it's another school year, but it's going very well. You know, transportation is going very well. It's very well organized from the top down, so we're very pleased with that.
How proud of the staff are you? What kind of job are they doing, and how are the kids benefiting from these talented educators that you have over your staff?
I tell you what, we're very excited about what we have been doing for the year. We did a lot of professional development over the summer, and a lot of teachers over for Avid training and things of that nature, using tools to really help them this year. And so far, for the first week, has been very smooth. I think it's going to catapult us into some high academic stratums.
What I love is I've never been to a Lake Worth football game where I don't see you. You're like the #1 fan. Why is it important, you think, that the kids know that you're really a supporter of the academics and the athletics?
Well, I really feel that one of the biggest dropout prevention is athletics. You know, it's probably 1/4 of the school activities, and so it is extracurricular activities. So I think being involved not just with the athletics, but all parts of the programs that involve the children get involved after school, because it means a lot to them.
All right, well, have a great school year. Always great to see you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
This crazy night under what is close to a full moon finished up with the dance team and the band at Palm Beach Lakes High School. The Rams sounded good in the stands. On the field, they're looking good under the direction of head coach Al Shipman. Lakes with a 7-point lead late in the game, forced to punt against Wellington, and the Wolverines blocked the football. Wellington just 5 yards away from tying things up. But the Lakes defense rises to the occasion. The pass caught by Wellington, but then Tyrell Brashears snatches the ball away and heads the other way. Tyrell will run 95 yards in the other direction to give Palm Beach Lakes a 14-point lead. The Rams would win the game 38-31. It was a thrilling Kickoff Classic victory for Palm Beach Lakes, and I talked to Tyrell on the sidelines.
How many yards did you run?
I don't know, about 80. About 80, man. I'm tired.
Way to go, Tyrell, and way to go, Palm Beach Lakes cheerleaders doing a great job on the sidelines. And we're at Duncan Middle School in Palm Beach Gardens because we're following a brand new teacher inside the school district. You're really going to want to hear her enthusiasm. She is so excited to be here. She's doing a wonderful job already. Here is a look at her first day.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Scott. Come on in.
Meet Stephanie Scott, one of 1,200 new teachers this year in the Palm Beach County School District. Stephanie brings years of real-world business experience into this Duncan Middle School classroom.
A lot of butterflies, to be quite honest with you, but in a good way. I'm excited to be teaching sixth graders, kind of starting this together. And so it's just the natural next step for me. It really is. Glad to be here.
And we're lucky she has made the move from North Carolina to South Florida. Stephanie worked for years for a private mortgage insurance company.
I know a lot about applying for things. I know a lot about the workforce. I actually have a background in training and development.
Her business background will benefit the students in Duncan Middle's Pre-Academy of Finance.
I have a lot to offer, being that this is a second phase of my career, and there's so many things that our students can learn from real-world applications, and I plan to do that in the classroom, so I'm excited.
Stephanie outlines to the students how she will help them play CEO. These students will learn business by running their own imaginary companies. She will also help them learn Microsoft Office software.
I'm going to be able to bring a lot of fun and real-world applications to class.
These students appreciate having such a knowledgeable teacher who's eager to lead them to the path of academic success. And we're also going to follow a kindergarten student. It's her first day at Lighthouse Elementary School, and let's start with this really impressive young lady. New year, new school, and new teacher. Lots of first day jitters for Mom and Grandma. Thankfully, they're holding on tight to 5-year-old Gabriella, who walks to her kindergarten class at Lighthouse Elementary School in Jupiter.
At kindergarten, I was really excited to make new friends and play and read and everything. To learn letters, too. And to learn colors and shapes like rectangles.
Not every child walks in with so much confidence. Thankfully, a hug from teacher Miss Gamache helps to dry the tears and ease the fears. As for Gabriella, it's time to get to work. She sets up her desk with all her supplies. She's excited about starting school.
Thinking and learning to read and teaching somebody to read.
Already thinking about helping others. For now, Gabriella finishes the first assignment, putting her name on her paper and coloring a picture. Before the first bell,
love you. Mwah. Have a wonderful day, okay? Listen to the teacher.
Mom and Grandma say their goodbyes.
Bye. I love you.
Love you.
This is a day everyone will remember.
Great special feeling to be a part of this special day for my daughter and my little granddaughter, Gabriella.
It's amazing. It really is to have my mom and my daughter. We can all walk in together.
A special memory, more to come. Here's to the class of 2029. And now a look at the Extern program inside the Palm Beach County School District. Seminole Ridge High School biotechnology teacher Marguerite Martirano was dealing with tests all summer. But she didn't give these tests a letter grade. As an extern at Wellington Regional Medical Center, Marguerite spent time processing lab tests.
I've learned so much in the 2 weeks I've been here.
She will use these new lessons to help her students this school year.
Seeing the setting, seeing how the work happens, gives me a better ability to explain it.
Marguerite, one of 12 Palm Beach County school district teachers participating in the STEM Education Council Extern program. The teachers are paid externs, working 40 hours a week over 4 weeks. Glade Central High School teacher Oscar Martinez received valuable experience as an extern at Aerojet Rocketdyne. 4 teachers spent the summer as externs at FPL. Palm Beach Central's Time Salemi worked with amphibious robots. Glenn Marr from Park Vista High School analyzed data from smart meters. Jupiter High's Natalie Della Bueno worked with school groups at FPL's Eco Discovery Center, Manatee Lagoon. And also from Jupiter High, Carly Littles used a stereo zoom microscope. Extern Richard Semmelmeyer from Park Vista High School developed his own 50-minute daily planetarium show. Spanish River High's Lindsay Hayes worked at Florida Crystals as an extern, where she assisted with growth media, plant tissue culturing, and DNA extraction. And Darren Evans from Lake Worth High School worked as an extern at Lockheed Martin. Darren created educational videos to be used by math and science teachers. Meanwhile, back to the externs at Wellington Regional. Other teachers like Sarah Rue of Olympic Heights High School used her degree in exercise physiology to help ICU patients walk just hours after surgery.
It's been a great experience so far. I'm excited to go back to my students and explain to them what I got to do this summer.
Inlet Grove Academy's Rebecca Blair is excited to share her work with the hospital staff with her students in the school's medical academy.
We can help integrate and share with them how what they're learning in the classroom is actually applied in the real life setting.
And Ashley Rawls from Seminole Ridge High School says she's never learned more than in the 4 weeks she spent in her externship.
If I can tell my students I'm constantly learning, and it kind of strives for them, they need to constantly keep learning, that life doesn't stop and learning never stops as well.
Teachers sharing their passion for learning and educating. Now to a story we recently reported on. The school district of Palm Beach County unveiling new menu items which will be offered to students this school year. Palm Beach County Food Services represent the largest restaurant in Palm Beach County, serving 30 million meals every school year. This year, students will be treated to new menu items like freshly made salads and subs, teriyaki chicken and Asian green beans, chicken fajitas, and calzones. School District Chief Operating Officer Dr. Donald Fenoy invited to sample the new offerings.
Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, it wasn't like this when I was in elementary school.
Dr. Fenoy believes the hard work in the kitchen will pay off for students in the classroom.
I'm extremely proud. Actually, I met with all of the managers last week and was amazed just by the overall culture in food service and their dedication to our kids.
The team consists of chefs and nutritionists working together to make sure the meals are tasty and healthy.
Our motto is Kids First, providing food for thought, and that's what we do in school food service, is making sure that the kids that come to school get a great breakfast, a great lunch, and when they're sitting in the classroom that they can focus on academics because they're not hungry.
From starting the day right with a free breakfast available to every student to a nutritious and delicious lunch. And now 32 schools in the district will offer free supper to students in aftercare programs. There's also Farm to School, where local farmers share with local schools. Altogether, the work of the Food Services Department bearing fruit to help set the table for academic success. And now let's tell you about efforts in our community to provide school supplies for local students. As students get ready for the start of school, they know the community has their back pack. All across the school district of Palm Beach County, school supplies donated.
They have notebooks, pencils, pens,
and handed out to local kids. At Boca Raton Elementary, Franny Naklis, her family, and her friends collected 62 backpacks and all the school supplies needed to start the year. In return, a thank you hug from Principal Renee Elf.
My kids.
We truly appreciate it. You have just made so many kids' day. I mean, they're going to be so happy when they come.
Franny says with her 50th birthday just 2 weeks away, she wanted to do something special for the children.
It's just so easy to do something nice, and there's been so much negativity on TV, and it's just easy to do something nice, and I just wanted to do something that would help some kids, especially because I love my kids and I love all my friends' kids, and lucky.
Also lucky, students at Cross Point Elementary in Boynton Beach.
Principal Anne-Marie Dilbert helps 4th grader Rayla Daniel.
Thank you.
Receive her new backpack filled with paper, pencils, and all the needed supplies.
Kind of heavy.
Rayla is ready for the first day.
I'm so excited. Speechless.
Rayla and every student at Cross Point can thank the company Cops Monitoring and the organization Mission 500 for the brand new backpacks filled with every supply on the back-to-school list.
It's just really rewarding giving the kids the tools that they need to start off the school year.
Rewarding to see the smiles on the faces of the children. The students are ready to learn and grow. They're off to a great start thanks to members of the local community.
Well, we wanted to tell you more now about that innovative program called iReady. Teachers have been working hard this summer to get ready for the start of the school year. Let's show you what they've been doing. Right now, teachers throughout the school district of Palm Beach County getting ready for iReady. These educators are learning more about this online math and reading program that has improved test scores across the nation.
I've seen it work, and I've seen the magic that happens in the schools and the learning gains from the students.
Every elementary school in the district will benefit from iReady this school year. 33 schools used the program last year.
I had a teacher in our morning session that her school here in Palm Beach County used iReady last year, and they moved from a F school to a C school, and she attributed it, at least some of that, to iReady.
Teacher Lorraine Wade from Lighthouse Elementary School in Jupiter can see why it works.
I think the program itself, just from what I've seen today, is the animation and the characters that are used within the program will definitely engage the students.
Lorraine attended this teacher training session so she can introduce iReady lessons starting on the first day of school. iReady lets teachers know the strengths and weaknesses of their students. The program then provides specific lessons catered for each child.
iReady allows us to really customize and tailor the child's experience in reading and math, and allows those kids who are gifted and strong to continue to move forward, while others who are struggling to have a little more time and be able to continue to grow at their own pace.
The superintendent also likes how iReady lessons can be accessed by students at home and in the library, allowing children to work on their math and reading at night, on weekends, and over breaks. All of this aimed at helping students master the skills they need to grow and succeed, like reading on grade level by the 3rd grade, one of the main goals outlined in the 5-year strategic plan. Well, it is another sunny day here in South Florida. There is a teacher inside the school district who's trying to fight skin cancer by teaching her students through artwork. For Marcus, Zaina, and Jaciela, everything they needed to know about preventing skin cancer, they learned in kindergarten. These 3 students took the top 3 spots in a county-wide art contest sponsored by the David Can Melanoma Foundation. Marcus Florexel took home first place for this amazing drawing. Marcus's colorful presentation shows a boy getting burned under the sun. Now Marcus's classmate, Zinaya Ahmed, came in 2nd place for this piece of art called Sensational. She has a girl using sunscreen and staying in the shade under an umbrella. And in 3rd place is Jaciela Abel. Jaciela's artwork shows a young girl swimming in the blue water. She writes, "Even under the water, she is going to get burned." Now, the reason these 3 kids know so much about melanoma is because they have a pretty remarkable teacher.
I am so proud of all of you and my daughter because you all work so hard.
Diana Absas was touched by the artwork of the students. For Diana, this coloring contest is personal. Just a few years ago, she was diagnosed with stage 2 skin cancer.
I always thought, okay, I'm Spanish, I'm Latin, I have a dark olive skin. I always go to the sun, I never get burned. I don't need to put sunscreen, I'm good. No one is safe. So that's the message that I want to send to my students. And I thought only older people get it. No, older people don't get it. Younger people get it. Adolescents get it. And it is the time to start to teach them when they are young.
These 5- and 6-year-olds, they know the importance of sunscreen, wearing hats, protective clothing, and staying in the shade.
Now they respect the sun and they know how to protect themselves from the sun. They are aware, and that's all what was my mission.
Diana's students weren't the only winners at the school. Her daughter Allison, a 4th grader at Pine Jog Elementary, took 2nd place in the 3rd through 5th grade competition.
I was so happy. I was like shocked. I was like so happy. I jumped down on the floor and I was just so happy.
Her drawing tells the story of a girl going to the doctor. The dermatologist investigates what could be a cancerous mole. It's Allison's story. Her mom had melanoma. Now she was forced to have a mole removed from the back of her head. Thankfully for both Allison and her mom, early detection played an important role in their health.
And that's going to do it for Good Sports. I want to thank you so much for watching. What great action tonight. It's so good to have high school football back in Palm Beach County. By the way, if you want to tell us about an outstanding student and athlete, coach, teacher, administrator, drop us an email. The email address is Ric, R-I-C, at pbcgoodsports.com. Once again, that email address is Ric, R-I-C, at pbcgoodsports.com. Thank you so much for watching. To the student athletes inside the Palm Beach County school system, thanks for being good sports.